So today is cycle day 1, it's the 30th of October, and we're at the, well, I'm at the clinic, I'm all by myself, to see if we can start IVF cycle 3. I am pooping myself! I had my hysteroscopy on, like, just the Friday gone, and I was meant to have cycle day 1 that Monday, so we weren't going to do this cycle. Oh, a bird just flew on the car. So we weren't meant to do this cycle, but because I was like so late, we were then going to miss the cut-off to do it before Christmas, which is a cycle that we wanted to do it on. So we're going to give it a go. I just had like a 37-day cycle, so we're going to make sure that everything's okay and we actually get the green light to go ahead. So it could be that we go in there and they say, nah, not today. Because for my cis I did have one ovary slightly enlarged still from cycle 2. So we're hoping that's not the case. It's been a bit of a nightmare in terms of, because my hysteroscopy was on Friday and I was late, obviously how you have a bit of spotting, a bit of bleeding after a hysteroscopy, so it was difficult to know the difference between spotting from the surgery and my cycle. So the first few days it was like visible. It could have been mistaken for ant flow, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't, and then it kind of teetered off until it was just like tinned when I wiped and stuff like that. Sorry, it's too much information. But then yesterday I kind of got a bit of backache and I was like, went to the toilet, and then obviously there was a bit more. I was like, oh, promising, because I had not had much really for the few days prior. But then even then I was like nervous to call the clinic and say, oh, it's cycle day 1, because what if it stopped? What if it was just from the surgery? But I kind of just monitored it until like 4:30 and then called when I got home from work, because the clinic was going to close, so I needed to do it then, and I was pretty confident then that it was ant flow. But then even that night it started to get a bit lighter, but this morning it's back, so I don't know. I guess they'll be able to tell me that in the scan as well, if I'm just being crazy. But I'm pretty like confident. Like, you know when it's ant flow, don't you? You've got, you know. Typically I'm here 20 minutes early, so I'm gonna just chill in the car, listen to some music for 10 minutes and then go in. I'll let you know what they say after. I probably won't record anything in there because I've not got Amy to hold the phone or sneaky record or something. I don't know. Oh, wish me luck. Obviously, forgot to record after that.
It's because you're on your own, right?
Yeah, sure.
But so we're just going to talk you through what happened. I was kind of good through it. I made some notes.
So this is us in the future. So this is us like now, looking back,
yeah,
and filling in the blanks of what we did.
And thinking, oh my gosh, what did we do?
Yeah, thankfully she did make notes so we can refer back to them, because it does feel like a very long time ago.
So we said that was the 30th of October, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was the ultrasound scan which you went to see if you could start stims.
And they said I could.
Fantastic news. So on the 31st of October, Lou started stims and you started
300 IU of Gonalef, which is exactly the same as the last cycle. Because I responded really well, like my ovaries responded really well to the last cycle. And, spoiler, to this cycle.
And then on the November the 1st, which I think we may have touched on before when we said that we had our what the fuck appointment that we were going to do, but Luce had her miscarriage screening tests. So these are usually done after you've had 3 consecutive miscarriages. We
said we wanted them now.
Yeah. I don't know if they usually class a chemical pregnancy as a miscarriage for these tests.
I don't think they do.
But we said we wanted them, and our doctor agreed that it'd be a good idea. So Lucy had them, and you had, can you remember? No. What were the tests for?
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? So it's like thrombophilia, it's like clotting problems.
She'd already had the genetic ones because of when we did egg sharing.
Yeah, so we already knew that I didn't have any kind of like genetic...
Checking for polyps, which
type.
you have every cycle.
I do that every cycle because I always have a polyp.
Yeah.
And thyroid is also something that we'd already checked, and I was already on thyroxine. So this one was pretty much just the thrombophilia, and they did the NK cells, which they actually said that they weren't doing, but then they did. So
hey,
so we got the results back from them,
and all was fantastic. All the results were good.
Yeah. Now that's usually really good news when there's nothing wrong. However, it would have also been kind of reassuring to have a problem that we could then address, and then it didn't happen again.
But it was. We were happy that everything was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So then on... Yes, first scan
Didn't
was
record
on
that one either.
the 4th of November, which was...
So that was after how many days? Like 5 days? 4 days? 5
Sure.
days.
And it was the earliest scan that we have ever had.
Yeah.
So this is probably why we didn't record. I kind of remember at the time we thought it's not gonna be anything, there's not gonna be much to say, so we didn't record it.
Yeah, it's usually after a week, and it was around after 5 days instead of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
So on that scan, her right side
Her
right side had 12 follicles, approximately 8 to 9 millimeters, and her left side had 6 follicles with a lining of 6.5 millimeters. Yeah, didn't really know what to expect at that stage.
I don't think we could take much from that. It was too early to say
we were like,
how many we're going to get to the big enough size. But we was like, we're progressing, we're going along the right track.
Responding to that gonorrhea, which is all good.
Yes.
And then on the 5th of November, Lucy started
Cetrotide. Oh yeah, so this is the first time we've done a short protocol. So usually in all our cycles we've done the long protocol where you've done down regulation from like cycle day 21 of your previous cycle to shut off your natural system. This time during the short protocol it starts on cycle day 1, and then on cycle day maybe 6, I don't know. And then about a week later you start Cetrotide, which stops you ovulating. That injection stinks. It's got to be done in the morning as well, so I had to set my alarm every morning.
You chose to do it about 8:30, didn't you? Because that worked well for work.
I can't remember.
It says 8:30 on my notes.
Yeah.
So then that was that.
I think the next video that we're going to put up is our next like monitoring scan. Yeah,
which is kind of where we've always had our monitoring scan, so we could compare the results we get from that one to our past ones.
Which is why we recorded that one. So, is there anything else you want to say about this?
No, nothing really. We're just trying to kind of catch up and keep you updated as to what happened as we went along. Some of the videos at the beginning, I know that we are going to have to do this and fill in some of the blanks. However, as we get a little bit more into it,
we actually done full videos.
We did full videos, which was so much easier to edit.
Never let me go to the clinic on my own.
Had to use my brain less, which was great. But yeah.
Anyway,
thanks so much for watching.
Hope you enjoy.
Bye.
See you next week.
Or tomorrow. Depends on what we put out. Bye.
Bye.